graphic evidence compiled by Romanian prosecutors alleging that Andrew Tate coerced women into sexual acts have been seen by the BBC. Both Andrew Tate and his brother are facing trial in Romania for human trafficking and forming an organised criminal group with 2 other defendants.
Slaving women for 10 to 12 hours a day. The BBC can't verify whether these transcripts are accurate because the original evidence is not included in the 300-page summary that we've seen. In that summary, the prosecution also says that women were forced by the defendants to make pornographic content online and alleges that some women did not control the money they made and were fined for crying on camera or for not working hard enough. Defence lawyers are expected to challenge the prosecution evidence in a...
The big bombshell has dropped. Ladies and gentlemen, if you trust the BBC, I'm going to tell you they actually got something right. The BBC got access to the case file, the indictment that was submitted to judges to say these men are human traffickers and these men are guilty. Now, this is a bombshell, ladies and gentlemen, and the BBC actually reported factually. So you would think, after 1.5 years of investigating me, after spying on me and following me for 6 months, after locking me in a prison cell for 3 months, after going through every electronic device I have ever owned, after searching every property that I have ever had, after talking to every girl who I have ever made love with, they have completed this indictment to show the judge that I'm a human trafficker, and the BBC have got their hands on it. And the BBC are leaking information from the file. So given the millions of dollars spent, trying to prove I am something I'm not, given the massive amounts of human resources used to try to prove that I'm a human trafficker, the indictment says, the bombshell, the worst thing the BBC could possibly find, because believe me, they want to find the worst thing, is that I once referred to my girlfriend as a slave. Think about that. BBC, if you're listening, that isn't the bombshell that you think it is. If I were a left-wing political pundit, does me once saying on WhatsApp, oh, don't worry, she'll clean the house, she's my slave, does that merit locking me, my brother, and my friends up in a fucking prison for 3 months, subjecting us and our families to the worst forms of physical and psychological torture, locking us in our houses? I haven't been free since December 2022. I'm still not free now. If I leave the city limits of Bucharest, I will be arrested and thrown back in jail because I once said a girl is my slave. I did say that, BBC. You got that right. But you have miscalculated how underwhelming that is as a bombshell after this level of media storm and investigation. Yeah. Let me give you another example while I light my cigar with my $55,000 lighter. If you're one of the investigators, obviously trying to put me in jail, if you're an immoral person, you'll never own one of these. Gotta put God first. Start doing the right thing.